Hi there. If you don't know who I am, my name is Paige, and I'm the program director here at Lutheran Lakeside Camp. Pastor Martin and Deb asked me to help them out with this project. In today's world, as I'm sure you have noticed, we are surrounded by and sometimes participating in a lot of hate and hardship and fear. So today I want us to focus on following Jesus' example by living lives of compassion. We're going to get started with a very well-known parable from the book of Luke. So, go ahead and get comfortable. It is time for a story. This is the story of the Good Samaritan. A clever man who thought he knew all the rules for living God's way asked Jesus a question. He wanted to see if he could trick Jesus into giving the wrong answer. "Teacher," he said, "what must I do to live forever with God?" Jesus asked another question to answer his. "What do the commandments say?" The man answered, "The commandments say you should love God with everything you have, and you should love your neighbor as much as you love yourself." Jesus replied, "That is the right answer. Live like this and you will live with God forever." "So Jesus," the man continued, "who is my neighbor?" Jesus answered the question with the story. A man was traveling down a scary and rocky road by himself. All of a sudden, a group of men jumped out. They stole all his money and hurt him, leaving him by the side of the road. He moaned and groaned in pain. He couldn't get up. A little while later, a priest was going down the road. He saw the hurt man and passed by him on the other side. Later, another man came along and passed by on the other side of the road too. When a Samaritan came along and saw that the man was hurt, he stopped to help him. A tear ran down the Samaritan's cheek as he bent down to help the hurt man. He put bandages on the man's cuts. The Samaritan huffed and puffed as he tried to lift the man onto his donkey. He took the man to the nearest inn and put him in a room. He took care of him for the rest of that day. The next day, the Samaritan had to leave for a few days. He paid the innkeeper to take care of the hurt man. The Samaritan promised to return and pay the innkeeper any more money that was needed to care for the man. He wanted the hurt man to get better. After Jesus finished this story, he asked the clever man, "Which of the three men was a neighbor to the man who was hurt?" The man replied, "The one who stopped to help him." Then Jesus told him, "God wants us to help everyone. People of every size, shape, and color, and from every country, are important to God. Now go and be like the Samaritan and help everyone who needs help." And that is the end of our story. Now, as you heard, it can be really easy to just walk on by when someone is in need of help. It can be easy to just pass by on the other side of the road. But it's really hard sometimes to step outside of our comfort zone, to do something that maybe we aren't expected to do, to be a helping hand. It can be hard to live lives of compassion. So today I'm going to share with you a little bit of a secret. I have a special tool that I use to help me see things through compassionate lenses, through kind of this outlook of kindness. So these are my dignity glasses, also known as listening lenses or compassion shades. So whenever I'm facing a problem, a particularly frustrating issue, I put on my compassion shades. And then everything starts to look a little different, and I can face the problem with dignity and compassion. Now, I can tell you're a little skeptical. You know, how could glasses create so much magic, right? That's okay. You don't have to believe me. Check out these stories with real people facing real problems with real compassion.
The other day, I went out to Walmart and everybody was wearing these silly masks. And even the employees told me that I had to wear a mask, which it's gonna hurt my breathing and it's gonna make me not be able to shop as well because I have to keep on adjusting it. So frustrating. I didn't want to put on one of these silly little masks. Why should I do that?
Albie, try these. Here, take them. Hey.
Oh, thank you, Paige. I guess I'm gonna put on these compassion lenses. Oh, okay. We wear masks not only to protect ourselves, but to keep other people safe. Maybe I should have some more compassion and work on wearing a mask more often.
Oh my goodness, are you sick of protest? I know I am. Do these people have nothing better to do than sit around and complain all the time? The riots, the marching, the fighting, the vandalism, it's ridiculous. These people just need to learn how to be happy, go home, and be quiet. It is upsetting. Everything, all the time, all I hear is protest. New ones every day. It's...
Here, Brittany, you try these.
What? Huh? Try these on? Listening lenses? Why? What? Oh, that's interesting. When I look at protests through these lenses, I see things differently. I can see that protests and protesters are just unhappy with the world around them, and they're trying to change the world in the way that they know how. That's what Jesus calls us to do. That's pretty cool.
Oh my goodness. I cannot stand my parents right now. They're asking me to help with the dishes and to fold all the laundry and vacuum and do all these things. Like, I need to have time to do my homework because it's all online right now and it's super stressful. And I also need to take time for me and do what I need to do so that I can feel happy and healthy. And just do that for myself because I'm important too. And they're just sitting in their office all day. What? Oh my goodness.
Hey, I think you should try these.
Oh. What are... Huh. Yeah, I guess my parents are working from home and they're doing a lot too, and that's probably why they're in the office all day. I know my school work's stressful online, so their work's gotta be stressful online too. And yeah, I guess they do a lot of chores too, and we could probably split them up. That would be smarter. Well, thanks for the glasses.
Hey, thanks. See, I told you, the compassion shades work. Still don't believe me? Why don't you give it a try? Here, take them. Seriously, take them. Compassionate communities are formed when we listen to each other and really truly get to know each other's stories. So, let's get to know each other. Find a partner, or Deb in this scenario will probably pair you up with somebody. She will deal with all the communication as far as this challenge, assignment, bit of homework part goes. But once you have a partner, once you have a buddy who you don't know very well, here is what I want you to talk to them about. Get to know the basics. What's your name? What grade are you in? Or how old are you? And what school do you go to? Or where do you work if you have a job? Things like that, the basics. Then ask them where their favorite place is to go during the summer, whether it's a vacation spot or just a summer hangout place, and ask them why. Third part, Who do you look up to? And why do you look up to them? Then your fourth question is going to be, what is something you're afraid of? But let them know that it's okay to only share what they're comfortable sharing. Pick a fear that you're okay with sharing. And finally, how is God calling you to be compassionate to others? And now, once you've gotten through all your questions with your partner and gotten to know them a little bit better, let them ask you the same questions. Share a little bit about yourself. It's little steps like these that will allow us to follow Jesus' lead and live lives of compassion. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.